My child, my precious light, the one who was carved gently by heaven's own breath. Why do your fingers feel a little colder right now? Why did your heartbeat skip as soon as you began to read? It isn't a coincidence. Your spirit already sensed that something important was waiting for you. That odd tightness in your chest lately, the uneasiness that shows up just as you're falling asleep, the faint whisper telling you something is off, that wasn't random anxiety. It was me, Archangel Michael, standing close these past few nights trying to get your attention. You kept brushing it aside, not because you didn't care, but because life's noise has been crowding out the signal. Heaven has finally said, enough. God says, open this message, this is about truth, not luck or fear. And here it is, the truth can't wait any longer. Someone who smiles at you, maybe even calls you friend, has been hiding jealousy like a thorn under their grin. Their schemes are not invisible anymore. In the courts of heaven their name has been spoken out loud by God Himself. That's why this moment matters so much. Heaven says you can't delay understanding what's happening. If you keep turning away, you might walk right into a snare carefully placed by someone you thought you could trust. Before we go deeper, pause. Take one steady breath, imagine the breeze of Gabriel moving through your lungs, then let it go as if you're blowing out years of hidden manipulation. This message isn't just written with words, it's written with light. God says, they tried to touch what belongs to me. They dressed their plans as kindness, gave little gifts, spoke pretty words, but cursed in secret. That ends now. In the last few nights, angels have circled your home like quiet guards. Conversations have happened behind closed doors, screenshots of your posts have been shared with strangers, whispers about you have floated through rooms you weren't in, and heaven saw every bit of it. This is your chance to stay protected before September 17th. After that, the window for warning begins to close. This isn't about scaring you, it's about waking you up. God never lets His child stumble into fire without sending signals first. Consider this your signal. And while you read, remember you are loved more than you understand. You didn't just land here by scrolling, your soul was drawn here. This message carries your safety, your future, and the treasure meant for you. God said, if they truly listen, I will send my angelic sword ahead to defend them. I will silence every false tongue. But if they keep ignoring, they will learn what protection feels like when they walk without it, not as punishment, but as proof that spiritual battles are real. Think honestly, have you felt a strange shift in someone's voice lately? Have you caught tension you couldn't explain or heard your name in odd places? That isn't paranoia, it's your own spirit sounding an alarm. The person working against you has become an expert at pretending. They've been waiting for one last chance to hurt something precious in your life. Why? Because they see the blessings forming around you. They can sense the glow of favor you carry. Your calm, your progress, your quiet joy, it isn't ordinary, it's anointed. Since they can't stop God, they're hoping to pull your focus off track. If you delay, they get time. If you doubt, they fade into the background again. But this time the cover is gone. Before I reveal the next part, promise yourself you won't drift away again. Subscribe not just with a click, but with your heart to staying awake and letting heaven handle what you cannot. What you're about to learn will shift how you see one person forever. God says He's been giving you clues through dreams, awkward words, tiny red flags. You sensed it, but kindness made you excuse it. Now it's plain, their season of hiding is over and your eyes are opening. Breathe again. Let this truth rush through you like fire that purifies and rain that heals. Let it stir the brave soul inside you. You're not only gentle, you're a child of the Lion of Judah. No disguised wolf will get past you anymore. If you could witness what heaven has been arranging behind the curtain, you'd never question again. If you could hear the secret talks plotting to slow you down, you'd understand why this warning arrived today, wrapped in light but heavy as thunder. You've been walking thinking things were calm while heaven has been watching darkness trying to edge closer, not because you failed, but because your calling is bright enough to threaten it. You're standing at a turning point. This isn't meant to comfort you into silence, it's meant to protect you with truth. Not everyone close to you is harmless. The one planning against you isn't a nameless shadow. They may wear a familiar smile, laugh with you in daylight, even share food at your table. Yet their heart has bargained with darkness. This is no figure of speech, it's revelation. And God says, "My child, it's time to see clearly, to step into wisdom and to guard what I've placed in you. So hold your head high, let courage settle in your chest and trust the shield already forming around you. Choose focus over fear. Keep your eyes open but let peace lead. You are not alone, heaven is on duty and the truth is now on your side." If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $100. My dear child, I cannot allow you to walk blindly anymore. Listen carefully. The time for half-awareness is over. That heaviness in your chest, the sudden unease in rooms where you once felt safe, these are not coincidences. They are signals from heaven, angels moving silently around you while your mind wrestled with the ordinary. You are not just living a human life, you are a keeper of divine purpose and the enemy knows it. The person you once trusted whose charm seemed irresistible has been placed to distract, delay or destroy. Their intentions are poisonous, cloaked in smiles but fully exposed in heaven's courts. God says, "This warning is now urgent. Before the 17th of September action is required, not tomorrow, not later but now. Every second you hesitate, every time you dismiss this, you risk walking into their trap. The angelic army surrounding you waits on your consent. This is not fear-mongering, it is protection." Archangel Michael says, "I am here with a sword of light ready to sever chains, block schemes and expose deception. But your full attention is key. Do not scroll away. Do not dismiss this as coincidence. The enemy has been planning this for months, anticipating your complacency. Their envy has become strategy involving allies, manipulations, and false kindness to lure you into a false sense of safety. Breathe. Let the weight of these words settle. Feel the power of angels around you. God has never missed an attempt to harm you. Every glance behind your back, every whispered sabotage has been seen. And now the shift is coming. The breakthrough that felt delayed, the favor that seemed distant, the miracle you almost gave up on, they are all arriving. They have been guarded, preserved, and are ready to be fully delivered. Ignore this and the window closes. Consequences could touch peace, alignment, reputation, and the blessings on their way. You may have felt it, the discomfort when someone spoke your name, the unease in rooms, the whisper in dreams that something was off. Your spirit knew before your mind processed it. That is discernment, a divine radar for betrayal. The person intending harm knows your rise is imminent. They have sensed your glow, your favor, the anointing surrounding you. They will attempt one final act, dressed in peace, masked in sweetness, aiming to confuse or control. But now, child, the veil is lifted. Archangel Michael says, I will strike down the plan before it touches your destiny if you align fully with this revelation. Understand this, the path divides into two. One seems comfortable, familiar, safe, but leads to chaos. The other feels uncertain, bold, challenging, but it is blessed, anointed, and protective. Spiritual courage is required. Every delay, every distraction, every second you dismiss this is an opportunity for the enemy. God says, open this now, because after the 8 hidden motives and consequences will become visible. You will see what was cloaked before. Do not underestimate the depth. The person attempting harm has woven complex manipulations, influencing those around you, planting doubt and trying to disrupt God's plans. Heaven is louder than deception. Every prayer, every night endured in silence, every act of patience has strengthened your protection. Angels dismantle the enemy's plans, intercept lies, and position you for victory. Now center yourself. Close your eyes. Breathe in the assurance that you are not alone. Feel protection enveloping you like armor forged in light. Archangel Michael stands with his sword poised, ready to act when you receive this fully. The enemy's actions are marked, their schemes are known. Your recognition, belief, and response trigger divine intervention. Everything is fragile until you act. Ignoring this prolongs danger, delays blessings, and allows deception to linger. Accept it fully. Let it settle in your heart. Let angels move with you. The miracle on hold is minutes away. The favor once distant is about to collide with your life. Peace once threatened will be untouchable. You are at a tipping point. The past weeks, months, and years were not wasted. Every unease, every subtle warning, every skipped red flag has prepared you for this instant. Heaven has orchestrated your position. Your rise is imminent. Your breakthrough is unstoppable, but it depends on your choice to see, hear, and act. Charm, false loyalty, and disguised intentions cannot blind you. The enemy's final move is real, but so is God's sword of intervention. This is more than a warning. It is a blueprint for protection and activation. The person who tried to harm you will see every attempt nullified, every plan exposed and every influence removed, but only because you chose awareness over ignorance. Your steps, attention and faith determine how quickly blessings arrive and how decisively the enemy is blocked. Heaven is ready, but readiness requires action. You are more protected than you know. Your life is guarded in unseen realms, your path lit with divine strategy and your destiny untouched by human deception. Step fully into awareness. Embrace your spiritual authority. Allow heaven to dismantle every obstacle. The person attempting harm will no longer have access once you acknowledge this message. Your permission activates protection, your vigilance unlocks favor and your faith triggers intervention. Do not delay. Read every word, internalize every warning and align with the divine army surrounding you. The breakthrough, the miracle, the favor all wait on your acknowledgement. Your next days are about to split into before and after. Choices now dictate blessings and the dismantling of every scheme. Your awareness is the key, your action is the trigger, your life is about to change permanently. You are not alone. Angels are here, Michael's sword is drawn and God's hand is active on your behalf. The person who sought harm will not succeed. Their schemes are exposed, their access revoked. Your protection is in full effect, but only if you continue to engage, believe and act. The timing is divine. The warning is urgent. The choice is sacred. Step fully into the favor, blessing and peace heaven has held for you. God didn't call you to be liked, He called you to be faithful, to be a vessel, to be strong in a way that cannot be shaken by the opinions or envy of others. Your rise is not for the applause of humans, it is for the alignment of heaven with your destiny. And child, this is why you have felt so many invisible pressures, so many unseen forces trying to pull you off course. It was never a reflection of your weakness, it was a test of your readiness, a calibration of your faith and a preparation of your discernment. You were being trained to recognize spiritual sabotage before it ever touched your life, to see through the masks of charm, to detect the snakes hiding behind smiles. Now hear this, every moment you doubted your intuition, every second you questioned your gut, heaven has been standing guard. Archangel Michael says, I am with you, shielding every thought, every intention, every step you take. No longer will the hidden plan succeed. No longer will deception masquerade as friendship. The person who tried to interfere with your rise will now find themselves exposed, their plans unraveling before your eyes. God says, this is your season to walk in clarity, to see with spiritual sight and to move with divine confidence. And child, that means you will no longer tolerate toxic patterns, hidden agendas, or disguised hostility. Your awareness is your armor and now it is active. Prepare yourself for subtle but undeniable shifts. Conversations that once felt neutral will now carry clarity. Doors that seemed closed will begin to open in ways that feel impossible. People who were once shadows on your path will either align fully with your purpose or fade away naturally without struggle. Even your thoughts will change, the heaviness that clouded your mind will lift, replaced with focus, clarity, and a renewed sense of purpose. Every step you take will now be protected, every choice divinely guided. The manipulation, the envy, the subtle sabotage, it all collapses because the light of God has reached your awareness, and now the angels act in real time to enforce it. And child, notice this, the one who tried to harm you was never just an external threat. Their influence has attempted to touch your mind, your emotions, your relationships, and even your sense of worth. They wanted you questioning yourself, doubting your gifts, and feeling unworthy of your blessings. But God says, no more. Your gifts are intact. Your favor is intact. Your destiny remains untouched. Every delay, every attempted setback, every false smile meant to hide malice now serves only to highlight the miracle that is coming. The one who tried to steal your peace will now witness its unstoppable return. They will see your joy, your anointing, your influence, and know they could not suppress it. Feel it in your chest, that rising warmth, that clarity that feels like electricity in your veins, that inner knowing that you are aligned with heaven's plan. That is your signal to fully release fear, doubt, and hesitation. Every prayer you whispered in secret, every tear shed in silence, every moment you endured without recognition, all of it has built a spiritual fortress around you. Archangel Michael says, the sword is drawn. The barrier is up. The enemy cannot enter the territory of a child fully under God's protection. And yes, even if they try to mask their actions, even if they gather allies or attempt new schemes, the divine authority surrounding you nullifies it all. Their time of interference is over. Child, you are now at the precipice of full awakening. You will notice subtle signs first, opportunities arriving at the perfect moment, people responding to your energy instead of controlling it, your intuition sharper than ever, your spirit lighter and more confident. These are confirmations that the chains have been broken. And more than that, every connection that matters, every relationship that will help you rise, every alignment that is divinely ordained will start to reveal itself. You will move forward not with fear, not with doubt, not with the hesitancy of past seasons, but with authority, clarity, and unshakable confidence. This is your call to step fully into your spiritual inheritance. No longer shrinking. No longer giving away your peace to those who do not value it. No longer apologizing for intuition, sensitivity, or discernment. God says, this is your moment to walk boldly, shielded by angels and embraced by the divine purpose that is uniquely yours. And child, it will feel radical because it is. The false connections will fall away effortlessly. The distractions that once drained your energy will fade. Your soul will expand into the fullness of its calling, and the person who tried to limit you will see the light they could not touch. Let your spirit rise. Let your heart know that this is not just a warning or a message, it is an activation. The sword of protection is real. The angelic shield is real. The divine intervention is fully present. What you have been waiting for, the blessings, the favor, the peace that seemed elusive, it is coming in alignment with heaven. You will walk differently now, speak differently now and perceive every situation through the lens of spiritual clarity. And yes, even if the enemy tries again, they will find themselves powerless, exposed and irrelevant. God has marked their actions, and your obedience to this message activates every layer of protection. Breathe. Inhale the certainty of divine protection. Exhale any remaining fear, hesitation, or doubt. You are chosen. You are protected. You are fully armed for this season of clarity and breakthrough. The next steps you take, even the seemingly small ones, will be guided and fortified by heaven. The one who tried to harm you will now witness their failure. The paths you walk will be clear. The blessings you receive will be full. And your light, your influence, your divine authority will no longer be questioned or challenged. You are unstoppable in the realm God has prepared. You are safe, you are seen, you are victorious. My beloved, now that you have received this word fully, know this: your alignment with heaven has already shifted the atmosphere around you. Every room you enter, every conversation you engage in, every step you take is being watched and protected. God says, "No weapon formed against my child shall prosper," and that promise is now active in ways your eyes cannot yet see. You may notice doors that once seemed locked in your favor opening effortlessly. Opportunities that appeared delayed or diverted will now come without struggle. Even the energy of people around you is adjusting. Those who once influenced your emotions may feel naturally distant because their frequency no longer resonates with your elevated, divinely protected energy. This is the sacred shift God has prepared, separation from what no longer belongs in your life. Moments of intense calm may appear suddenly, clarity flooding your mind. That is heaven reprogramming your spirit to operate fully in your true identity. You are no longer here to entertain every drama or save those who refuse transformation. You are here to move boldly in your calling. Archangel Michael says, "I have drawn the line for you." Step forward with confidence, do not retreat into old fears. As you step forward, the past loses its grip. Heavy memories of betrayal, manipulation, and loss no longer dictate your energy. Every act of resilience, every whispered prayer, every silent tear has been transformed into armor. Your light will no longer be dimmed by their shadows. Even now tests may come. The enemy is clever, and distractions may appear as seemingly innocent comments, coincidental circumstances, or subtle doubts about your own discernment. In those moments, anchor yourself firmly in this word. God says, "Do not be shaken, do not falter." Your intuition is now your strongest weapon. Trust it. Every hesitation you feel is heaven whispering, "Step carefully, this is still part of your protection." Notice the shifts in those around you. Some will naturally grow distant, not by chance but because God is realigning your circle. Those who cannot hold space for your blessing are leaving, while those aligned with your purpose are emerging effortlessly. Partnerships, friendships, collaborations, they will now carry weight and intention. Nothing that enters your life now is random. God says, everything that comes is curated for their growth, their destiny, and the fulfillment of what was always meant to be. Be vigilant without anxiety. Vigilance is divine awareness, anxiety is fear of what God has already controlled. You are protected in both realms. Archangel Michael remains poised, sword of light ready to strike any deceit. Heaven is dismantling the enemy's plans even before they can manifest materially. Every step you take is guided, every decision reinforced by divine strategy. Even when nothing seems to happen, know this: the unseen battle is already won. Your spiritual senses are sharpening. You will see the truth in faces that once seemed friendly. Hidden intentions will become clear. Conversations that once confused you will now be unmistakable. You will no longer feel guilty for protecting your light or question the accuracy of your discernment. Your awareness is now a weapon of divine authority, a gift because God knows you are ready to wield it wisely. The next 7 days culminating on the 17th of September are sacred. Heaven is rewriting the blueprint of your interactions, relationships and environment. The one who sought to harm you will witness their plans fail. Divine law ensures that those who try to oppress your light reap the consequences of their actions. And you, beloved, will not lift a finger. Your peace acts as a shield, your discernment as a sword, your alignment with God as an unbreakable fortress. Step into this new rhythm boldly, a rhythm free from manipulation and false allegiances. God says, the next chapter is not a suggestion, it is ordained. Your energy will feel lighter yet stronger, your mind clearer yet sharper, your relationships more intentional yet effortless. Every delayed blessing is now ready to manifest. Every silent prayer, every act of faith, every moment you endured is now rewarded openly. This is a permanent realignment. The enemy's access has been revoked permanently because your obedience to divine warning has activated their blockade. You will notice subtle but undeniable shifts. The peace flooding your spirit, the clarity in decision-making and the unshakable sense of security, this is your new normal. It is unstoppable. You are no longer carrying the burden alone. Archangel Michael stands ready and God holds your hand, guiding and elevating you. Your breakthrough is active, your rise is inevitable. You are free from what was never meant for you, finally positioned to inherit the favor, blessings and protection reserved for you from before the foundations of the world. Walk boldly, speak clearly, and move intentionally. Your intuition is your compass, your faith your armor, and your alignment with heaven guarantees victory. Every deception dismantled, every trap neutralized, every blessing elevated in alignment with God's promises. Nothing that once threatened you can touch you now. You are fully guarded, chosen, and empowered. This is the sacred now. Your rise, breakthrough, peace and favor have all been unlocked through obedience to this word. Stand in it, breathe it, live it. Divine protection is active, enemies exposed and destiny secured. You are exactly where heaven intended. Nothing will reverse the power now surrounding your life. And the one who carries destiny in their hands. The protection surrounding you is active, visible to the spirit realm and subtle to the human eye, but it will manifest in every area of your life. You will notice it in the way people approach you, the way doors that were closed start to open effortlessly, the way opportunities arrive without struggle. God says, "My child, every move they make against you will now backfire." What was once a source of stress, confusion, or fear will now be neutralized before it touches your life. Your home, your work, your relationships, even your personal dreams, everything is covered. The enemy has no foothold, no leverage, no energy left to manipulate. Their influence is gone. You will feel a shift in your spirit daily. You may wake up lighter than before, as though a spiritual weight has been lifted from your chest. Anxiety that used to linger without explanation will begin to fade. Sleepless nights filled with unease will now be replaced by rest and clarity. God has sent peace to your mornings and strength to your evenings. And the best part, the protection is continuous. Archangel Michael remains vigilant. The sword is drawn, the walls of light are fortified, and no harmful word, plan, or scheme will breach your boundaries. Even the smallest attempts at deception will be exposed before they have a chance to manifest in your life. Now, beloved, understand that this does not mean challenges will disappear entirely. The enemy may try to tempt, distract, or provoke you one last time. But these moments are no longer threats, they are confirmations. Every uncomfortable situation, every unexpected test is now a signal for you to activate discernment. Your intuition will sharpen to a point where you no longer need explanations from others. You will know who aligns with your energy and who does not, and you will act accordingly. God says, your perception is now divinely accurate. Trust it. You will find yourself making decisions with clarity that previously took hours, days, or weeks. Your inner compass has been recalibrated. Relationships will transform. People who once caused confusion or drew on your energy will naturally recede. You won't have to force boundaries or argue with them. The divine realignment has begun. Those who are meant to be in your life will flow in effortlessly, bringing authenticity, support, and purpose. You will recognize these people immediately, not just through their words but through their actions, their energy, and their alignment with God's plan for you. Friendships, partnerships, and mentorships will now operate under divine orchestration, each contributing to your rise and honoring the path set for you. The one who tried to harm you will no longer hold power. They may attempt subtle provocations, but the protection around you is impenetrable. Their influence is reduced to irrelevance, their plans dismantled before they can touch your life. You may notice their confusion, hesitation, or even fear, because God's justice works quietly but powerfully. Their attempts to manipulate, deceive, or delay you will now serve as markers of your victory, proof that you were always protected even when you doubted. You are walking proof that God intervenes before the storm hits, that the unseen realms guard the faithful. Your spiritual senses will expand. You will sense energy shifts without effort. You will hear whispers of truth that your mind once missed. Your dreams will carry guidance, clarity, and foresight. Signs will appear in numbers, songs, encounters, or repeating patterns in life. These are confirmations of your alignment and reminders that heaven has not abandoned you. You are in sync with divine timing. God says, Every step they try to take against you is already accounted for and reversed in your favor. Your attention to this word, your obedience and your faith have activated this intervention fully. Physically, emotionally, and spiritually you will notice freedom. Heavy feelings that have lingered for years, burdens you didn't even realize you carried will lift. You may feel drained initially because releasing the attachment of hidden manipulation is powerful work. But this exhaustion is temporary. It is the signal that healing has begun, that old cords have been severed, that new energy is available for your blessing. Your mind will feel lighter, your body will respond more energetically, and your spirit will soar. The internal clarity will reflect externally. You will walk taller, speak with confidence, and make decisions without hesitation. Now pay attention, beloved. Do not let past conditioning, guilt, or misplaced loyalty pull you back. This is the moment to fully embrace your divine identity. You are not here to accommodate the illusions of others nor to shrink yourself for their comfort. God says, "They cannot touch what I have set aside for you." Your protection is a fortress, your discernment a sword, your alignment with heaven an unbreakable shield. Step forward boldly in every area of your life. Whether at work, at home, in friendships, or in love, the energy around you has shifted. Favor will arrive without effort. Opportunities will manifest without struggle. And the enemy, their influence is nullified. Look at yourself now, beloved. Recognize the power you hold, the authority you were always given, and the favor that flows toward you effortlessly. You are a spiritual force in motion, a light that cannot be dimmed, a soul chosen to operate in divine purpose. Every prayer you whispered in silence, every tear shed when you felt alone, every act of faith in the midst of confusion, these have been recorded in heaven and converted into protection, favor, and divine acceleration. The world around you may still appear ordinary, but internally nothing is ordinary anymore. Your steps, your words, your choices, even your energy are now divinely fortified. Every room you enter, every decision you make, every person who crosses your path is now filtered through this protection. You are aligned, you are guarded, you are unstoppable. And the person who tried to harm you will witness your rise, not because you sought revenge but because your alignment exposed the truth. The peace you now carry will act as a magnet for what is meant to be yours and a repellent for what is not. This is the sacred moment, the divine now. Your breakthrough has been released. Your protection is active. Your favor is unlocked. And you will live in the certainty that what God has ordained cannot be hindered by human schemes. Stand in it, beloved, walk in it, beloved, speak in it, beloved. You are the chosen, the protected, and the one marked for divine elevation. Nothing will reverse the power now surrounding your life. Beloved, now that you have stepped fully into this revelation, understand that everything around you is shifting in alignment with your obedience to heaven. The very air you breathe has been sanctified. The rooms you occupy are now filled with divine presence that will not allow deception to linger. Every interaction, every glance, every word spoken near you will carry the imprint of divine authority. You are no longer a passive participant in life, you are an active inheritor of God's promises. The one who sought to harm you has already lost the war in realms unseen, even if their schemes appear to persist in your natural world. Their power has been revoked and their influence over your peace, your purpose, and your progress has been dismantled. Notice how your energy now carries a different weight. It is lighter yet undeniably strong. The heaviness you once felt, the constant vigilance, the doubt, the fear has been replaced with a clarity that is unmistakable. You no longer carry the burden of proving yourself to those who were never aligned with your truth. Your faith is no longer passive, it is a living shield, active in every space, every conversation, every step you take. Archangel Michael is not just standing beside you, he is actively clearing every path that was once blocked, he is dismantling every spiritual trap and he is striking down every plan intended to confuse or manipulate you. This is why you feel a stillness now, a quiet power emanating from within. It is your alignment with heaven manifesting in your life. The next 7 days will feel different. You may notice people who once held influence fading into irrelevance. Their attempts to sway, distract, or deceive you will no longer work. It will feel sudden, almost uncanny, but it is deliberate. God is realigning your circle, surrounding you with energy that resonates with your divine calling. Those who belong in your future will step forward naturally, effortlessly. Opportunities will emerge that are not forced, people will approach you with genuine intention and doors that were once closed in your favor will now open without struggle. Pay attention to synchronicities, numbers, names, repeated phrases, unexpected confirmations because heaven is speaking to you in signs that your spirit will recognize. Do not be anxious about the changes. Vigilance does not mean fear, it means awareness. There will be moments when you are tempted to check on what was to revisit old spaces or to seek approval from those who never deserved it. Resist it. Stand in the power you have been given. Trust the quiet work of heaven. Every whisper of intuition, every nudge in your spirit, every feeling of unease is a divine signal to maintain your boundaries. Your protection is active and your discernment is now sharpened beyond the influence of deception. You will no longer be manipulated by charm, guilt, or false loyalty. The person who attempted to harm you will sense the shift. They may not understand why their influence is gone, why their tactics no longer yield results, why their attempts to provoke confusion bounce back on them. That is because you are now walking in alignment with divine authority. Your light is untouchable, your peace is unassailable, and your steps are guided by a hand that has never failed. They may try to approach one last time, but the spiritual cord that connected you to their schemes has been severed permanently. You are free to rise without interference, free to walk in favor and free to embrace the blessings that were reserved for you long ago. Child, understand that the breakthrough you've been waiting for is not distant, it is immediate. Every prayer, every act of obedience, every moment of patience has positioned you to receive it fully. God is now restoring what was delayed, releasing favor that was withheld and aligning resources, people, and circumstances in your favor. You will see doors open without struggle. Conversations will land in your favor. The paths you walk will be guided not by luck but by divine strategy. Every blessing that seemed inaccessible is now available because you have chosen alignment over ignorance. Your peace will become a magnet for goodness. The people who remain in your presence will be those who honor your energy, respect your boundaries and align with your purpose. The people who do not will be naturally repelled. You will no longer waste your spirit on trying to fix others, convince anyone of your value or seek validation from places where it is not deserved. Your life is now set apart. You are walking in divine protection, living in favor and speaking with the authority that comes from being fully seen and fully known by heaven. The 17th of September is more than a date, it is a spiritual milestone. What unfolds on that day will reflect your obedience, your discernment and your alignment. The chaos that once threatened your peace will fall away. The person who sought to harm you will witness your rise, but it will be from a distance, powerless to alter your trajectory. Your name will be elevated in places that matter, your influence will grow and your blessings will manifest in both visible and invisible ways. Every whisper of doubt, every shadow of fear, every trace of manipulation is being removed as you read these words and allow them to sink deeply into your spirit. Beloved, you are not late. You are exactly where you are supposed to be. The favor that was held back is now unleashed. The protection that was promised is now active. The alignment you have been seeking is now confirmed. Archangel Michael continues to stand beside you, the angels continue to guard you and the hand of God continues to guide you. You will notice subtle signs of this shift in your life, a quiet unfolding that will eventually become undeniable proof of divine orchestration. Your energy has changed. Your atmosphere has changed. Your life has changed, and all because you chose to receive this word fully. Walk boldly, speak clearly, move with confidence. Trust your discernment. Allow heaven to direct your steps. Your breakthrough is no longer delayed. Your blessing is no longer hidden. Your peace is no longer fragile. Your protection is no longer conditional. You are fully guarded, fully chosen and fully empowered to live the life God intended for you. Nothing that was meant to harm you can stand. Everything that aligns with your divine purpose will flow effortlessly toward you. You are rising, you are healed, you are free. And now, with the authority of heaven behind every word spoken, every promise confirmed and every blessing secured, I declare over your life, you are protected, you are favored, you are unstoppable and you are fully covered in every way, in every realm and for every season of your journey. This is your moment. Step into it, live it, own it, receive it fully. Amen.